I was the first one to hold workshops in Philadelphia. Then I would go to West Philadelphia at the CEC, Community Education Center, around Lancaster, West Philadelphia. I would bring people out. I had people from New York, I had Farside, I had Rhythm City, I had Andrew Batterina from Houston, Texas. You know, I was holding stuff at Shampoo Nightclub. You know, I was going there since I was like 15. So, you know, for a club to pay you just to come hang out and you were going to go there anyway, you know, that was something new. You know, they were promoting me on 100.3 to be in Philadelphia. So, you know, I just started to do different stuff, and I seen everyone start to catch on. So, you know, I started to begin to feel more motivated. But I had to leave to get motivation. So, because there wasn't no motivation in my city, everyone was always doing the same thing. They feel like they have to go to a OG to even make it in the dance scene. And I'm not saying it's a negative thing, but like I said, a lot of the OGs, they teach you, and you know, they teach you choreography, and then they take you somewhere, and then they pay you, then you come back home. You know, whereas though with me, you know, you do have to pay to be in the company. You do have to be paid to be in here. I treat people how I wish I was treated. If someone say, hey, I will take care of you, I will help you get a job, I will make sure no one take advantage of you, they all know that. No one takes advantage of them. If they're teaching at the studio, they ask me, somebody trying to pay me $25 an hour, and I say, nope, don't do it. Especially if they got more than 10 kids, that's definitely not happening. So I treat them the way, you know, I wish I was treated. But anyway, I was the first one holding workshops and stuff like that. And like I said, I had to leave to get the motivation. So, you know, the workshops, they start to build and build and build. And, you know, my friend, Farside CJ, Christopher Jennings from San Francisco, was like, you know, hey man, I want to start this school district thing. And we've been talking about it since ABDC, you know, and he was just like, yo, I really, really want to do it. You should become, you know, the Academy of Fresh. I got the Academy of Villains already, and we have Academy of Hype in Hawaii. So I'm just like, all right, what would you want me to do? And he was just like, you just got to get people to rep, you know, get a crew up. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to hold auditions or whatever for my crew / company. But before I did that, well, yeah, that's what I did. Me, Blau, Shanika, and Amanda, we held auditions for I Am Fresh. And, you know, it was a good turnout because we never had auditions in Philadelphia, period. So we had the auditions, a lot of people came through. We picked probably like 25 people, 30 people. I started to, you know, expose them to the world of dance. I started to expose them to hip hop in general. I started to expose them to new hip hop, to old hip hop, to up and coming choreographers from back in the day. So like they're in every world that you can possibly be in, as far as a dancer. They know about it because of me. Yeah, what else? There's a lot. I can just keep going.
I see, you know, driving up here, I see that your studio is right in the dead heart of a community. And so what you're saying is true, that, you know, you're giving back. You're right here in the center of the community. Do you feel that you're getting all the support you need as a young black man to, you know, to be doing this, or, you know, you just saying forget it, you're just gonna do it anyway? Because this is big, man. Just it's sitting right here, you know, just like as if it was a Chinese store, and I come in here and I see all these kids, and at the same time, you know, those same people could be out there on the street. So I think that stuff like that needs to be recognized and talked about. So can you speak on that? Is the community helping you?
As far as the community helping me, I say somewhat of the community is there. I'm not saying they're helping, okay? They're participating somewhat. You know, our second annual hip hop show. The only people that really came for as the dance community are like, you know, people who want to dance with us and families and friends. It was nobody that I see in the dance community. Not a house dancer, not a b-boy, not somebody else from another company, except for like In the Clutch. You know, some people from In the Clutch came. So, you know, me and Kenny, we try to support each other as much as we can because, you know, we're in the same field. You know, we're both young, we're black. You know, we're trying to push it. It just works for me because I'm in Philadelphia, you know, and everybody's from Philly. He's in Jersey, so nobody's like really worrying about him so much. But like, they say they can't come because the bus or it's far, but people travel to New York for a jam. People travel to Boston and Florida for stuff, so I'm not really trying
to travel to go sit outside Beyonce auditions all day, for nothing.
Yeah, so I really don't, with their support or not, I'm gonna keep going because that's my family in there, and I have family outside of Philadelphia that supports. I could put up the YouTube and somebody share it right away from Hawaii or Germany, so it's fine. I have support from people on the outside, and I have kids too and parents that support. So I'm gonna do it without them regardless, because my show's sold out. Without them, so it's going to keep selling out without them. And so like I said, keep going.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years, and where do you see your studio and your company in 5 years?
I see myself choreographing for a few artists, dance teams, colleges, on the tour. I see myself as a big choreographer in the industry. I see my dancers being signed to agencies. I see my dancers teaching. I see my dancers making a living out of dancing. I see people in Philadelphia in the future auditioning to be a part of my company who never thought they would audition. I already see the change in Philadelphia because people who had that negative mind a year ago or a year and a half ago starting to understand about the world of dance and about taking class and learning from other people. It's okay to learn from everybody else. A lot of people don't think it's okay to take a class, or I can just go to the Bubble House, or I can just go to the house club and get down. But they're starting to catch on now, and they're starting to see that it's possibilities. It's okay. A lot of people in Philly, I just say this about Philly, they think if someone get advanced, that means their career is over. That's not what it is. If somebody can advance their career, they can also help yours. So it's okay to let somebody be the first one. If somebody made ABDC first, then fine. You don't have to be like, oh, we supposed to make it together. If somebody make a tour, that's good, because you can come back and tell people that it's talented people here in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. So that's what it's about. It's no rush. It's no let me do it first. I did the workshops first, and the Clutch is doing workshops. Other people are holding workshops now. So it's okay. Like, that's how we built the community. So, but I see the company going far. It's only been 2.5 years. A year ago, I was in a Jewish community center. A year after that, I have my own studio. 2 years in a row, sold out shows. Like, the weekend, Saturday, sold out. Saturday, like 80% of the show was sold out. So I'm just gonna keep going. I finally start to go out, and I'm meeting agents and big time choreographers like Jamaica, Dan, Sean Bankhead, up and coming, Flowmaster, some Usher choreographers, all in one room, and I'm in there, like, no audition, no nothing, like, we're in there getting down, like, so I'm hanging out with people like that. So I'm definitely gonna get my people work for sure. I'm not being secretive about anything, because I want them to make it. Because at the end of the day, when they make it, they will always come home and inspire another child that they can do it. So that's what it's about. It's not, okay, you learn and you stay. No, you learn and you go, and you come back and show us what you found out. Mm-hmm. So that's what it's about at the end of the day.
All right, final question. If you were in a stadium and you had the platform, the mic, and the stadium was packed with all the up-and-coming dancers, the young generation, the dancers from our generation in the 20s, and then the OGs, what would you say to them?
What would I say to them? It's a lot I can say. Learn your history, learn your foundation. But hip-hop is in the now. and it's not in the past, because being hip is staying up to date. You know, nobody's gonna walk around with bell bottom and and marshmallow shoes. You know, that's what we don't do. Right now we walk around with SBs and skinnies. You know, so that's what it is right now. You're not gonna wear a baggy shirt. That's not what it's about. That's not hip anymore. So right now, being hip is having skinny jeans. So basically, hip hop is in the now. Like they say, the only hip hop thing is, dance is breaking. That is true. And, a lot of people say, they always say what's breaking, what's not breaking. I mean, what's hip hop, what's not hip hop. That is hip hop. Locking is a funk style. And it is a funk style because the word hip hop it didn't exist in the 70s. So that's why it's called funk style. It's popping and locking. And then it was hip hop. And same thing with crumping. A lot of people say crumping isn't hip hop. It is hip hop because it came from all the same source. Black people from the hood, locking. Black people from the hood, popping. Black people from the hood, b-boying. Black people from the hood. So it's the same thing, turfing. No matter what, if they mix it with popping, it's still their hip hop because it's up to date and it's the now. So it is hip hop. Flexing. I don't care if they don't dance and stuff like that, but it's their hip hop. That's the way they dance, So that is all hip hop. We all came from the same source. We're black from the ghetto. That's hip hop. You create something because you don't have anything. So that is hip hop, right?
Absolutely right. All right, you can give your shout outs, how they can find you, your class information, all of that.
What else? I could say something else too.
Go ahead, because I can always edit.
Yeah, another thing. There's no such thing as commercial dance, okay? There's no such thing as commercial hip hop. A lot of the OGs, I'm not going to say who, they say commercial hip hop. No, it's not commercial hip hop. If a b-boy is breaking on a commercial, he's not a commercial b-boy. If a popper is popping on a commercial, he's not a commercial popper. So
they're getting paid.
Yeah, they're just getting paid. There are industry dancers. Papa Pete himself said he's an industry dancer. Don't mean he can't smoke you on the dance floor, but he is an industry dancer because he get paid and he does music videos and he does everything else that he has to do to survive. So it's okay to dance on a commercial. Real, keep it real, raw. If you want to keep it real and raw, you go out there with cardboard and you dance and you hold your hat out and you bring your boombox and don't teach at a dance studio and just keep it real and raw. How you want to keep it real and raw. All right. So some people be tripping. Keep it real. Mm-hmm. Keep it real. All right. You keep it real lonely right there and real. That's what keeping it real is back in the day. You go dance at the skating rink, not just at gyms. Because a lot of b-boys say, you got to be real and raw. They don't even know how to party and get down. They can only dance at practice or at a jam. So you have to dance. At the end of the day, b-boying with, breaking in the skating ring, getting down at a party, dancing with a girl, breaking again. So not just practicing at the rec center and then going to a jam to show your choreography that you made up, because b-boying you have choreography, all right? Remember that, because people know your whole set. That's choreography. A set is choreography. Mm-hmm. All right.
I think that's the biggest thing that's happening now. That a lot of the dancers that are battling, like they're just saying battle, but that's not a battle. You know what I mean? When you're doing a set, a battle is you throw on any song and you just go do you.
You at a club, you at a party, you getting down. You don't know.
That's not a battle. It's a battle of choreography. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Who has the better set? Yeah. You know what I mean? If you're practicing for 3 months for these things, you better kill it for 2-3 rounds. You should have more than that.
It is. It's like who has the best performance. You can let me pick my own track. Shoot. I'll be the best in the world. So, Smart Mark again from Philadelphia, representing I Am Fresh Dance Studio, Dance Company, the Academy of Fresh, part of the school district. Shout out to Academy of Villains, AOV, AOH, AOS, AOT, Academy of Thugs, new crew, San Diego. So just going worldwide, you know. Shout out to Weirdo Clothing. We'll be opening up our clothing store here at I Am Fresh Dance Studio. You know, he made it on Karma Loop. Celebrate for the weirdos. And a lot of I Am Fresh clothing coming out. I'm ready to drop the shirts. You know, just sweatpants, whatever, you know. So once again, IamFresh.com, Fresh Select on Facebook, I Am Fresh on Facebook, YouTube, I Am Fresh, YouTube me, Smart Mark PS, same thing for the Twitter, Smart Mark PS. You know, just keep moving. If somebody hate on you, use that as your motivation. Remember, Jesus was stoned because they didn't like him. All right, so people gonna stone you because they don't like you, but you keep moving, yo.